Hey folks, if you remember from one of my other videos, we did a cover of Kids MGMT by an Australian dude called Lakyn Heperi. So we're going to try and do another one of his covers today. We're going to do Isn't She Lovely with California Girls. The chords are quite jazzy for this, so I'll put the chords up on the screen and I'll try and explain them as best I can. But kind of go with the chord diagrams for this. This is probably the best way to learn this. I'll try and explain it as I go along, but use these chord diagrams to your advantage, so you can get the tune together. So, let's get started with the song. Right, we're going to split this into three parts. So our first part's kind of like our little intro with a little bit of melody in there. So we're going to be playing some chords and a little picked sort of melody. Then our second part is going to be our verse, which is just going through pretty much the same chords, but just strumming them through. And then we're going to have our chorus section with some, well, one added new shape added onto that, okay? So this is our first part. This is our little intro section that you heard at the start of this video. So let's put the chords on the screen. We've got F sharp minor 7, B7, E7 sus2, A, and an augmented chord, a C sharp 7 augmented. Now these names might sound a little bit weird if you've not played these types of chords before, but they're just basic jazz shapes. So we're going to see if we can make these shapes first of all, and then we can add in a little melody along with it. So our first chord, F sharp minor 7, looks like this. Okay, we're going to be starting from the 5th string. We're going to play the 9th fret with our middle finger. We're going to play the 7th fret with our 1st finger, that's on the 4th string. And then on the 3rd string we're going to play 3rd finger 9th fret, and then we're going to play at the 2nd string 10th fret with our pinky. Okay, we're going to strum down from our 5th string. Like so. Okay, so we're going to just change our chords around from this. So this is our first one. We're going to change to pretty much a simple bar shape this one. If you've done bar chords before, you maybe know the shape. Bar everything with our 1st finger, so that's pushing down all the strings with our 1st finger. Here, we're going to flatten down the 7th fret. 3rd finger is going to sit on the 9th fret of the 5th string, and our middle finger is going to sit on the 8th fret on the 3rd string. I'm going to strum this down. Okay, so that's our B7 chord. We're going to add in a little note here with our pinky. Okay, that's not in the chord diagram, but I'll explain what we're doing there. Then we change to our next chord. So all we have to do for the next chord, it's E7 sus2. We're going to be moving down like this. So move everything down, absolutely everything, and then lift off the middle finger. So that would give us, fret-wise, starting from the 5th string, 7, 9, and then a bar on 7 all the way down. Gives us that chord, really cool chord. Then it's simple bar chord shape at the 5th fret. Bar the 5th fret, 3rd finger goes on the 7th fret of the 5th string, pinky goes 7th fret 4th string, and middle finger goes 6th fret on the 3rd string. Strum that down, so there we go. And then we're going to play our very last chord, which is our augmented chord. We're going to shift our 1st finger along to the 9th fret here on the 6th string. We're going to play 9 on the 4th string with our middle finger. And then directly underneath that we're going to have 10th fret on the 3rd string and 10th fret on the 2nd string. That's going to give us that really cool jazzy chord, that one. Okay, so if we put these all together, we'd have F sharp minor 7, B7, E7 sus2, A, and C sharp augmented. Okay. Now our little melody is going to sit in between two parts of the chords. Okay, so the first part we're going to pick the bass note of our F sharp minor 7, which is on the 5th string, and we're going to do 2 strums like that. So it's do do do. Then we're going to pick a little melody before we go to the next chord. Our melody is down on the 9th fret, and we're going to do a little hammer on and pull off, 9th fret to 10th fret on the 1st string. And then we're going to play 10th fret above that. So we'd have, okay, so a hammer on, pull off, and then 10th fret above that. Okay? Next part, we're going to change to B7, and we're going to play a bass note, and then add in our pinky at the 10th fret on the 2nd string, so it's pinky. Okay, so we'd have, so it's down, down, okay, and then, so it's pinky down, and then a wee up down strumming pattern, so we go. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. Then our next part, we're going to move down to our shape underneath, which was E7 sus2. We're going to play bass chord, so it's a bass note on the 5th string. Strum it down, and then it's. Okay, we're going to do a little bit of the same riff, but we're going to add in the 11th fret on the 4th string after, the 3rd string afterwards. So we go, and then go to our next chord, which is A, bass chord, so the bass note's on the 6th string, strum, and then we do our strums on the C sharp augmented. So if we played that all together, just do it kind of slow, we'd get this. Okay, and that's the first part of our song. That's our little melody part. So let's move on to the verse part now. Right, we're on to our second part. So this is our verse section, and it's just going to be pretty much the same chords. I'll put the chords up on the screen. There is two slight variations. We play a B13 chord, which I'll show you what that is, instead of the B7, and we play just a normal E7 instead of an E7 sus2. So they're just really small variations in a chord. Okay, so our first chord is just this F sharp minor 7 again. What we have to do after this though is we have to change to B13. Okay, which is this one. So we're going to play first finger at the 7th fret on the 6th string. Then the middle finger is going to play the 7th fret on the 4th string. We're going to have 8th fret with the 3rd finger on the 3rd string, and 9th fret on the 2nd string with our pinky. We're going to do a little slide on this though as well, so we need to go. So this is going to be, play the bass note, strum it down, then move your pinky back, and then slide it back again, and do a wee upstroke. Okay, so put those first two chords together. Okay, so you hear that. You'll get that sound, that little slidey sound. Then we change to an E7, which is pretty much the same as that E7 sus2, if we can remember it, except our pinky is down at the 9th fret on the 2nd string. Okay, so that's that chord there, and then we're up to our A, and then an augmented chord at the end. So the last two chords are just exactly the same. So we'll just play through what the verse should sound like, and then we'll move on to our little chorus part. So here we go. Well done to you guys so far for getting this far. We're just on the chorus now, and we're almost finished. So our chords are pretty much the same. I'll put them up on the screen now. We're going to start with the D major 7, which we've not done yet. The rest of the chords are pretty much the same. The E7 sus2 is crept back in there. We're going to be doing a little melody on that, and then we'll have our cool little riff at the end. Okay, so let's go through the parts. Our first chord is D major 7, which is made at the 5th string first of all, we're going to play the 5th fret, 5th string with our first finger, then 7th fret on the 4th string with our 3rd finger. Underneath we're going to put our middle finger at the 6th fret, and then underneath that on the 2nd string we're going to put our pinky on the 7th fret. Going to give us that sound. Going to follow up with an augmented chord, that's C sharp augmented, F sharp minor 7, our little riff on this, our B13. Okay, so we'd have then we change to E7 sus2, we do a little riff on this, so our little riff's going to add in a little pull off on the high E string and the B string, which is 1st and 2nd string. We're going to play, then we're going to go, we're going to pull off the note on the 9th fret note with the pinky on the 1st string, and that'll pull off to the 7th because we're barred down. We're going to play, if we can, this is quite difficult to get accurate speed, but we're going to try and play the 3rd string open, well, sorry, not open, but barred down, so we're playing the 3rd string just normally. Then we're going to play the same thing on the B string with a pull off, and then back up to there again, and we're going to finish on an A, right? So we're going to try and do something like that anyway when we're playing through with it. Okay, so that would make us finish on the A chord with a big triumphant A, and then we're going to cut off the sound, and then we're going to play our little riff. Okay, now our riff is going to be 5th fret on the 6th string, and we're going to hammer on with our 3rd finger onto the 7th fret and then slide to the 9th. So it's 1, 2, 3. Then hammer on 7 to 9 on the 5th string, and then we're going to go onto the 7th fret on the 4th string. Then we're going to pick the 9th fret on the same string on the 4th string, slide that along to the 11th fret, and then aim for this 10th fret note on the 2nd string. Okay, you can pick most of the notes, or you can just do it more flowing. Okay, I'll do that through slowly for you. So that's alright, and that's all our chorus goes through like. So what I'll do is I'll play it all the way through for you, and then just get practicing the song. Okay, so here's the chorus all the way through. Right, hopefully you enjoyed the video and you're able to play this great tune now as well, and look out for more videos from my channel, and thanks again for watching. See you guys later.